I do want to talk about the need to work in a bipartisan way, especially as we continue to see just how toxic things can become on Capitol Hill. But I do want to start with some news this morning on the economy, which everyone's focused on. That, of course, being that new jobs report. Pretty disappointing numbers, only 210,000 new jobs added in the last month. But we're seeing a better unemployment rate. It's gone down. What do you make of those numbers, and what do you think is the solution to make sure that people are entering the job force again after the pandemic?
Well, I was surprised when I heard those numbers this morning, and there's a lot of questions about exactly what do they mean, because the unemployment rate did come down. I tell you, as I talk to my employers back home in Southwest Michigan, there's not a one. I mean, you pick the field from autos to appliances. I talked to one of my sheriffs last night. We had this terrible shooting earlier this week in Michigan, and I was checking in with him, and he said they need 40 people. The truck washers, pretty simple job. I think you need a long broomstick and a power washer, maybe a brush for the tires. There's yard signs for people looking for truck washers starting at $18.05 an hour. I've got school superintendents that are driving school buses because they can't find school bus drivers. And it snowed when I came back to Washington this week, back from Michigan. Even MDOT is looking for hundreds of snowplow drivers. I've never heard those things before. So, you go to any restaurant, they've all got signs, help wanted. They've curtailed their hours. They're closed multiple days now. I mean, you'd think that we ought to be at full employment. And why is it that only 210,000 jobs are created? It just, there's a little fudge, I guess, listening to the radio this morning coming in. Well, it could change, over the next month or two. So we'll see. But I think we're all stunned by not enough people coming back to the workforce when, in fact, people are needed. That's one of the reasons why we have the supply chain issues that we have today. Truck drivers, everything.